Procedural Fairness Letter case for a minor student from Pakistan who has been living in Saudi Arabia for a very long time has been approved literally within a day's time. No kidding, within 1 day's time. And that's the topic of the day. I'm Niladri Mukherjee. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. And as an organization, we predominantly focus and specialize on responding to the Procedural Fairness Letter. So the client is a minor applicant who had applied for a study permit to study in Western University from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, right? So the person has received a procedural fairness letter saying that the person did not disclose the past visa refusals. The person indeed has had a US and a Canadian. So as you would understand, temporary resident visa on a temporary visa application is higher as compared to the implications of a non-declaration of a temporary resident visa applications on a permanent residency visa application, right? So this has been a complicated case. We responded to the letters and the client was given 7 days of time, which was incidentally yesterday. As an organization, we never really wait for the last day, literally the very last day, to submit a response because many things could go wrong. You never really wait for the last day. The objective is to respond to the PFL as soon as obviously practically possible. So we responded to the PFL within like 3-4 days that the client had reached out to me. And then literally the day that the person's last day of responding to the PFL, the person got the passport request. It was literally within 1 day that IRCC had decided on the application. It was a comprehensive response. I think it was about 7-8 pages with the attachments, with the annexures and everything. It ended up becoming like, I think, a 20-25 pager kind of a response. But I think the response was good enough for IRCC not to think twice, but to make a decision on that application as soon as possible. If you have received a procedural fairness letter for any reasons, it is important, in my opinion at least, for you to have a consultation with somebody whom you trust, whom you think is able to justify the situation, because there is no such control Z when it comes to a procedural fairness letter situation. If you are able to respond to the letter properly, if everything goes well, there is a very high likelihood on genuine cases that obviously the officer is going to take a look at the situation, assess it holistically, and possibly make a decision on your favor. There is absolutely no guarantee. This is absolutely not the case that each and every single case is successful. There have been unsuccessful cases as well. But for a case like this, where there is a non-declaration of the past visa refusals on a temporary resident visa application, if the explanation is proper, genuine, justified, the officers are more often than not are kind enough to make a decision on the client's favor. That's at least our experience suggests. If you need our assistance, more than welcome to hop into our website, nuvonation.ca, book a relevant professional consultation. I'll be more than happy to have a case-specific discussion with you. Hope this helps. Bye now. Cheers.